Good evening, everyone. My name is Sylvain. I'm going to be your MC, your host for tonight. We're super happy to welcome you for this demo day. What to expect for tonight? You're going to be watching 8 pitches, 8 demos. It's going to be 6 demos from our web development students, 2 pitches, 2 demos from our data science students. Overall, it's 30 students who studied with us over the past 9 weeks. They've been working on these projects for only 2 weeks. Keep that in mind when you look at the project, when you look at the pitches. And for this very first pitch, I'm going to be welcoming Dylan on stage for Debatify. Let's give him a big round of applause.
My name is Dylan, and a little fun fact about myself, I've always really enjoyed debating with my friends and exploring different perspectives. It's how I like to learn and grow. But online, I feel that good conversations are rare. And that's why I'm really excited to share with you guys this app that I've been using recently called Debatify. For the first time, I really feel like I can engage in meaningful discussions and see different viewpoints in the online space. So let's take a look. This is the Debatify homepage where I can see trending topics. Pretty cool, but I already have a topic in mind, so I'm going to search for life. Because what better topic is there than life itself? So here I can see all the topics related to life. And to be honest, immediately this one caught my eye, life after death. Cool. I'm going to favorite this topic because I want to keep track of the conversation and I want to come back to it later to see how the conversation has evolved. And I want to go down to see what people are saying. Just like, and. Cool. So these are the comments, and this is what's going on in the conversation. Really interesting. Now, me personally, I am for the idea of life after death, but I want to see what's happening in the against column. I want to see the other side. I want to see what people are saying. And to be honest, this comment from Pinky is very interesting to me. It spoke to me, so I'm going to give it an upvote. And this is my favorite aspect about this app, the fact that I can have an opinion on one side, but I can also find value on the other side. I'm ready to join in on this conversation now, so I'm going to write my own topic, my own comment. So I'm going to click the for side, and my argument for this comment is going to be, I think that there is life after death because energy can only be transferred. It can never be destroyed. So I believe we continue. And I'm going to have AI review my comment. And this review is based on how my comment will contribute to the conversation, which I find really cool. The rating is good. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and post. Cool. So we can see Debbie, which is Debatify's AI companion, giving a new summary based on all the comments of the topic. And I could see that the debate meter on the left, which indicates how hot a topic is and how hot the debate is, increased slightly, which I find cool. I'd now like to see if anyone has replied to my comment. So I'm going to go take a look. I can see I have one reply from Tristan. Tristan says, "What about black holes?" And his argument is that black holes pose the possibility to destroy matter, which changes the way we know about physics. I'd like to reply and say that that is only a theory for now. If there are any scientists here and I'm getting things wrong, I apologize. You can come and debate me on Debatify. Cool. So, I'd like to go over to my dashboard now because I'd like to check this topic that I favorited earlier on today. And I can see that I have 9 points, and that is based on how I've interacted with the app. Now, this topic that I favorited earlier today is the future of money. And Bernadette says cryptocurrency is the future and should replace fiat currency. I want to comment, but I'm going to need your help. I want one of you to give me a comment for this topic. It can be against, neutral, or for. So who would like to join in on this conversation? Hands up, don't be shy. Come on. Who would like to give their comment? Yes, go on, Toby. What's your...
The cryptocurrency uses a lot of energy, so it's bad for the environment.
I guess that's against. Good. All right. Okay. So it's bad for the environment. You can put so it's bad for the environment. Okay. Let's have AI review your comment. The rating is average. Toby, don't worry. You're just at the beginning of your journey as a debater. You can practice on Debatify. Don't worry. It's all good. And let's post the comment and contribute. Cool. So for the rest of you, if you'd like to join in on this debate or other topics, I will see you guys on Debatify. Thank you guys for listening. I'd just like to really quickly thank my team. This was really, really a team effort. It really could not have been possible without these guys. So truly, truly, thank you so much. Henry hurt himself right before the pitch, and he came back like just now. So I salute you, especially. And one quick final thank you to the whole Wagon team and my teachers. These past 9 weeks have been amazing. And thank you for going above and beyond. It was an amazing experience. So thank you.
Get yourself comfortable. We have drinks in the back. We're going to, without further ado, dive into the next pitch for the evening. It's another web development project. And for this, we're going to be welcoming Claudia on stage. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. So let's go to the topic. It's the time of the year, the season, Christmas. We love Christmas. But what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Christmas? Anybody can? Presents. Dinner. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you, Kayo. Dinner. My God, every single year, the same. I got invited to many different events, many different dinners, and I just know the person who invited me. I don't know anybody else, and it gets so awkward because I just talked to my friend, and we don't want that, right? So I get into Instagram, and I see that I was added to the group for Christmas dinner, and I see my bestie, Pew Pew, who invited me, and I see another person, Mason. Maybe I can check in his Instagram profile to guess what kind of people he is. He seems like a funny guy, yeah, but this doesn't tell me anything, right? What kind of person he is, what does he like? How can I ice break a little bit with him when I arrive there? So I see on his profile he has SelfShelf. This is a new app that I have too, that you can put your interests, such as book, movies, or albums. So maybe if I check out a little bit, I can take some of his interest and can have a lovely conversation when I see him. So I'll get into his profile and ooh, classic. He even have a clock. That's so cute. So I'm gonna check on his books first. And I see we have one in common, The Little Prince. Yeah, that's a classic, but I cannot have a lot of conversation with him about The Little Prince. So I scroll down and I see Frieden. I watch this anime, and Scott Pilgrim. I watched it when I was 12, but love it. Maybe I can have some conversation with him about it. And then, yeah, not bad. How about I take a look at the movies, not just the books, and I see what he likes too. And I see, Eternal Sunshine. Such a good movie. So sad, though. I'm not going to talk about that during dinner. If I keep scrolling down, he has 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, well, at least I have a little bit of, it's going to be such a fun thing to bring up during Christmas dinner. Okay, I'll go back and, now I remember. Pew Pew, my bestie. Maybe she actually has a profile, too. I didn't ask her. So I'm going to search her name. And oh, she's on top already. My God. Maybe we're so similar. We're besties. Same tags, same interest, of course. I'm going to add her as friend first. And then I'm going to take a look inside and see what she's been watching and reading recently. And I see from the movies that, oh, she has Chihiro. Spirited Away. Love Ghibli, but I had no idea my friend liked that one too. And Lady Bird. I think she went to watch that one 2 months ago to the movies. Maybe I can ask her about that and add it later to my shelf too. And Coraline. Who doesn't like Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas? It's such a good movie. Okay, perfect. Now that I added her, I kind of remember that I might have some requests in my profile. So I'm going to go to my profile and check on the requests if I see anybody's request around. Oh, Mason. Okay, well, I guess I will add him and I will chat with him during Christmas dinner. And maybe I can see my profile a little bit and check how is it going. And yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, cute. I have loads of interest. Maybe I can add some more before dinner so I have people watching my profile and seeing what I like too, so I can have some conversation too. So well, that's all. I think it's such a great app to not just know what to talk about during Christmas dinner, but to buy presents, make friends. Come on, who's going to a birthday party of a third person and you're like, what? I'm going to buy this person. Thank you so much for listening to my pitch tonight. And special thanks to my team, Mason and Pew Pew, worked so hard on this app. Thank you to the teachers too that were so supportive. And thank you to Socius Company too that they sponsored me to have this wish come true and studying here tonight. So thank you very much, everybody, for listening.
We're going to move away from web development a little bit, and we're going to be diving into data science. We're going to be checking skin for the next 10 minutes. Let's welcome Steve on stage.
So my name is Steve. Is the volume okay at the back? Great. Louder. Okay. So for our project SkinCheck-R, we wanted to use data science to help reduce the impact that skin cancer has. This is a team effort, and I could not have done it without my boys, Maxi, my son Kai. He's 19 years old. 19 years old. And Peter, he's not my son, but he could be my son-in-law. He could be my son-in-law. So thank you, boys. They're fine gentlemen. They're great. Skin cancer is a global issue. Every year, there are more than 7 million cases of skin cancer and 100,000 deaths. There are 3 main types of skin cancer: BCC, SCC, and melanoma, being the most dangerous and malignant. Based on your ethnicity, if you're from Europe, America, England, Australia, 1 in 5 chance that you will contract skin cancer in your life. It is a growing problem. Every year, in the next 20 years, cases are expected to double. The older you get, the higher the risk profile. So it is really difficult, though, to accurately monitor and track your skin health. It's hard, it can be costly to get checkups. It requires specialist care and equipment. It may not be accessible in your area. We have built an app that allows a user to simply take a photo of their skin. We process that image using deep learning, and then we classify it and allow the user to keep track of their skin health over time. Kai is going to tell you how we did that.
All right. Thank you, Steve. So this entire thing works on the base of a model. Our model takes our image and does a little pre-processing on it by first reviewing it, kind of looking for any special features, edges, anything that it can find, before then compressing it and feeding that compressed image into a convolutional neural network, which will then hopefully give us a correct prediction of if it's melanoma, a BCC, SCC, or benign, i.e. your common mole or something unharmful. This, however, is made kind of difficult by there being over 50 different skin diseases that all kind of look very similar, and even if it's not a disease, it'll look really similar. So just as a good example for this, you can look at the very dangerous melanoma, and this is kind of like some outlines that are overlaid. And over there, the nevus, which is your common mole, which everybody probably has somewhere on them. And if you look at the outlines of them, they look really similar to the human eye. So really difficult to tell what is the danger here. And that problem is not only there for us humans, but will also persist for the computer. Peter is going to explain a little bit more about like the stats of our model and how that all worked out.
So first of all, let's talk about the accuracy. So the model right now achieves a 70% accuracy on the overall predictions. So in comparison, if you go to a specialist, do a complete medical checkout, you're going to reach a percentage of 95% accuracy. Well, however, our model serves as a preliminary scanning. So it's good in the sense that it's low cost, it's readily available, and you can get the result within 30 seconds. And so some extra features for our model is that it is aimed to pick up every single cancer risk, rather than having some cancer risk being undetected and left alone. However, our model still have some shortcomings. The first one, which is the thing we want to do, is to pick up every single skin cancer risk, which the model still haven't done it perfectly. So right now, say the model predicts you as a healthy guy, but in reality, you still got a 1 in 10 chance that you actually got a skin cancer. And the next thing is about the false alarm issue. Say if the model gives 10 alarm to the user, on average, 2 out of the 10 alarm the model gives is actually a false alarm, aka the user doesn't have a skin cancer problem. The third one, which is a minor one, is that the model doesn't pick up the correct cancer type. So say the model, even if it pick up the cancer risk, in 2 out of 10 chances that it's going to pick up the wrong cancer types. So right now, next, I'm going to ask my teammate to show how things work in reality.
So let's take a look at the application, shall we? Here it is. We built our front end with Streamlit and our back end with Docker, Big Cloud, and Artifact Registry. Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but we can handle this. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have 2 applications here. We have Scan and Score, and we have Track and Monitor. So let's take a look at SkinCheck. SkinCheck is quite a nice feature because it allows the user to track a mole over time with an associated image. So let's take a look at a image of melanoma from a data set that we have. So hopefully this will predict as malignant. So let's press Scan and Record. Thank you, Steve. And as you can see, it is predicted as malignant. And so between these 2 probabilities here, it actually incorrectly categorized as melanoma. So I brought this up particularly to kind of make a note as to what Peter was explaining. So the model does have trouble categorizing between the 2, well, between all of them, but in particular these 2, and has misprobabilized as, or miscategorized as BCC-SCC. But this is just something we'll work towards improving in the future. So let's try one more. And this is an image we took earlier of Steve's arm. And he still has his little smiley face here. And so hopefully this image will be categorized as benign. So we'll enter a message, which we'll be able to see a little bit later. And we'll scan and record. And as you can see, it is correctly categorized as benign. So, thank you. Yeah, we're quite proud of this. And let's go to data records. And as you can see here, it's really nice that our app is able to help the user track the images that they've uploaded over time, just to keep their health in mind and really monitor for anything that might come up into the future, and use the recommendations to make an action that we assess as applicable. So thanks, and I'm going to pass the mic off to Steve to finish us off. Thanks.
Thanks, Maxi. Firstly, just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for your attention and applause and support. Secondly, I just say thank you to Sylvain and the Wagon for hosting tonight and putting on the show. Thirdly, just like to say a few acknowledgements to, say, Jan, Mark, Cedric, Yusuke, Andre. Without you guys as TAs and teachers and support, we wouldn't be here, and you helped us on the journey, and it means a lot, so thank you so much for your help. Thirdly, thank you. Fourth, did I say 3 already? I can't remember. To my team, the boys, the best, I love yous. To the classmates, 1809 Data Science, you guys are incredible. It was a great ride, great to be on the journey with you. To everyone here, pat yourselves on the back. You all deserve a round of applause too. Thank you.
Okay, I think we're ready to dive into our next pitch. Let's welcome Arisa on stage.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alisa. It's very nice to meet you all. I have a question for you guys. Are you ready to dance? Yeah? I can see some people are like, no, don't pick me. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to join me on stage. Not yet. But the reason why I'm saying that is because I am a dance instructor. And I organize my own private group lessons on Instagram. I promote them on Instagram. But the problem is I have become so popular that I receive over 100 of DMs every single time I post a new Instagram story from my students who want to book a class with me. So, you know, it's pretty challenging to manage. And also, I try to keep track of my bookings and my payments in a Google spreadsheet, but it's very time-consuming. So I needed to find a better way to handle my bookings. But luckily for me, I have found an amazing app called Private Lessons. Amazing. So here I can see all of the events that other teachers are organizing. There is quite a lot of dance genres here. I've always been interested in salsa, so maybe I'm going to check that later. For now, let's take a look at my dashboard. I have made quite a lot of money last month. Yeah, I know. So let's take a look at my past classes. Oh, I forgot to mention, I teach heels dance class, but I'm also an expert at Polish dance class. So, but the thing is, as you can see, Polish dance, it's not very popular, right? Only 5 people attending here, only 8 people over there. And my heels dance classes are actually almost full all the time. So you know what? I'm going to create another heels dance class. But because I'm pretty busy, I am going to duplicate an existing class. Cool. I'm going to teach a heels dance class on the 27th of December. 6 p.m. Cool. And now maybe I can scroll down. Just click on OK. Yeah. This is something that I found amazing about this app, because as soon as I tap the time and the date, I can see the actual available rental studio from a different website. So this is a website that most dance teachers use to rent a studio. But I can see everything in this app. That is pretty amazing. So you know what? I'm going to go a little more up. Yeah. And I'm going to pick the second studio. Amazing. Let's choose a picture to add to my class. Yeah, like this. No, the one below looks better. Maybe just one. Okay, 2 photos. Yeah, it's even better. And now I'm going to save the class. Cool. And in just a few clicks, I was able to create a new class. Now, I'm going to share that with my students on Instagram. So I'm going to copy the link and create a story on my Instagram. Cool. Let's take a nice picture. And then I'm going to paste the link in there. And let's post it. Amazing. And now I'm going to let Private Lesson, the app, handle of the bookings for me. I actually have to teach a Polish dance class right now, so I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to come back in a couple of hours.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Will, all right? And if you know anything about me, you know that I only care about one thing. Jared, you know me a little bit. What's that one thing I care about most? Dodgeball. Jared, dodgeball is for losers, okay? I care about dancing. Oh boy, do I love to dance. I love to dance so much. This is my actual Instagram. I sign up for every dance class I can on Instagram, but to be honest, not that great a system. When a teacher I follow posts something, I just send them a message, and then it's a waiting game, right? Am I in the event? Am I on the waiting list? It might take hours. It might take a day. They're pretty busy, I guess. And then, I don't know, am I dancing on Tuesday night, or am I forced to hang out with my boy Christian over here? I don't even really like Christian. But luckily, one of my top 14 favorite dance instructors, Elisa, just slid into my DM and told me to check out her latest story. And here it is, pretty typical. What? There's a link. I've never seen that before. Let's click on that. Where's that going to take me? Wait a minute. This is a website, and this is an event, a dance event. And you're telling me I can just book it? And you're telling me I can book and pay for it because I entered my credit card information already? And you're telling me I'm confirmed for the class? Hold on. Slow down a minute, guys. You're saying I just had to click a link, book the class, pay for the class, and just like that, I'm confirmed. Unbelievable. Well. Looks like I do have plans Tuesday night. Sorry, Christian. And it's all thanks to Private Lessons.
Thank God you're still here. I just finished teaching my Polish dance class, and now I'm really excited because I want to see if anyone has booked my class. You know, the one that I created earlier? So let's just check. Yeah, I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. Oh, Will has booked my class twice. He's very motivated. But look at that. My class is actually almost full, only 4 spots left. This is pretty cool. I didn't even need to send any message to my students. I don't even need to type anything in my Google spreadsheet. I don't even need to handle the payment on site because everything is already paid. That is pretty cool. I have saved so much time, and now I can focus more on dance and teaching. Talking about teaching, I have a prancing class I'm teaching in like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna leave you here, and I will see you soon in the dance studio. Thank you. I want to take a couple of minutes to thank my team, Will, Dennis, and Stuart over there. Without those 3 people, you would only see like blank, like white screen in here. So thank you so much, guys. And also, I want to thank the teachers and all the TAs, all the staff at Le Wagon. Thank you so much for your support over the course of like 2 months. And last but not least, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope that you're enjoying the presentation. And yeah, there's a few more that are coming in. So thank you so much.
We're halfway through the presentations, and we're going to be welcoming Esteban on stage, and he's going to be teaching you about investment. Let's welcome Esteban. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Esteban. I'm going to talk to you about investments. I know. So, I'm a father. I have 3 boys. Yes, I've been busy. 3 boys. So, when I think about them, I think about their future and, you know, how to prepare them or how to prepare them to get into universities. And, you know, that's going to cost a lot of money, textbooks, tuition, so on, so on, so on. So I started doing some research and I landed upon this app, Inverly, Investing Early. So Inverly helped me find out about ETFs. Anyone know what ETFs are? ETFs. Exchange traded funds. So imagine you have a basket of eggs and one of the eggs breaks, it's fine. The other eggs are still good. That's an exchange traded fund, all right? So with that said, I'm gonna go to my page. I'm looking for an ETF that has Apple in it, NVIDIA, and Amazon. I'm looking for those 3 holdings, right? There it is, voila. Well, this one looks good. I'm looking at the first one here. It's called QQQ. That's what I'm gonna call it for the rest of this. QQQ, that's a nice average return. View details, wow! Look at that graph. It's on the up and up. That's looking real good. So I'm just gonna double check with AI on Amazon. Amazon, what does Amazon, I'm sorry, what does the AI have to say that? Yeah, that's legit. Gemini's opinion on this one is leading e-commerce with a lot of growth potential. Sign me up, that's the one. All right. So more money, we're talking more money right here. So I'm gonna favorite that. I'm gonna favorite this one. Look at that. That's on the up and up. All right, so next, I'm going to actually invest in this one. So I'm going to create an investment. We're gonna call it what? More money. There we are. More money, we're gonna call it more money. All right, I'm thinking about $300 a month. So I'm gonna contribute $300. It's loading. There it is. Wow. And if I scroll down a bit, I can see that my total contributions were $30K. And the total interest that I got back was $400K. Yes! This is the one! I want this one. But before I do that, I'm just gonna double check. I'm gonna compare this one with the one that I made yesterday while I was in the same app. I just want to make sure I'm getting the best deal, right? So I'm going to add a comparison. First one is, wow, yeah, 45%. Second one, 6%. It's clearly obvious which one we're going to go with. We're going to go with the 45% one, yeah? So the last and final step is clicking on an interactive broker. He's going to set me up with more money. And all my kids can go to university. They got their textbooks, tuition, it's all covered. Because I got to use the Inverly app, and it taught me how to do it. Thank you. Check it out if you get a chance, Inverly app. With that said, I want to give a big shout out to my team. Roman, for doing back end. Brian's in the back. He was the product manager. This was his idea. And Adam, who did front-end design, and I also did front-end design. Thank you for listening. And this is actually, again, I'd like to give a big shout out to Le Wagon. I never would have imagined that I could have done this in 9 weeks. The journey from the beginning to the end is phenomenal. And again, thank you to the TAs especially for being so incredibly patient with us. I swear to God, if I had to TA here, maybe I'd be like, ugh. But they were all very kind, understanding, and just phenomenal. Thank you to Le Wagon.
We have one other data science project for you. I don't know if you remember, I said we had 2, and we only had 1 pitch so far. We're going to have Soumya explaining you how to orchestrate. Let's welcome Soumya on stage.
Hope you're enjoying Demo Day. So today we're here today to showcase to you our machine learning project, OrchestrAIte, AITE. So all of you, I'm sure, maybe like myself, are not really classical music aficionados. So when you think of classical music, you probably envision something like this. And maybe, I don't know about you, but for me, for an untrained ear, it's not really so easy to understand when I hear a piece of classical music what the different instruments I'm hearing are and how they interact with each other. Well, we have a solution for you, our tool, OrchestrAIte. All you have to do is upload a music file of classical music to this interface, and it will tell you which instruments are playing in that piece. So let's jump right into a demo. We're going to play a solo instrument piece. I want you to listen carefully and think about which instrument is playing in this piece. And listen carefully, you might hear something unexpected. Okay, I hope you all have your guesses ready. The model is thinking and about to predict the instrument. And lo and behold, it is a piano. I hope all of you guessed that. If not, you will definitely need OrchestrAIte. So let's talk a little bit about how we did this. How did we, in 2 weeks only, get a computer model to identify a piano? Well, our first step was exploratory data analysis and pre-processing. This is data science, so of course data is the most important thing. We found a data set online called MusicNet, which is about 300 audio files, which we then chopped up into 24,000 files, which we fed into our machine learning model. And I will tell you more about our model in a second, but first, let's take a moment to think about how computers can hear audio. For us humans, I'm assuming we all are humans here, and we have ears to process audio and recognize what the sound is we are hearing. But for a computer, what are they hearing or seeing? Well, the answer is computers see numbers, and basically this here is numbers, but represented for humans in a easy-to-see format. This is a log-mel spectrogram, and this basically takes the frequency and time information of the music and encodes it into a way that the computer can recognize and understand. So this is the piano solo that we were just listening to. This spike here is that cough. I don't know if you guys heard it, but this did catch it. And this is a piano. So you kind of expect a piano to sound like this, right? Kind of all the notes are in the lower frequency range and kind of even and neat. So let's take a look at the next image, and I want you to think about what this instrument could be. Any guesses? If you guessed cello, you are wrong. It is violin. And this is the violin. And you'd expect it to be like that, right? The frequencies are all over the place and kind of chaotic. And yeah, so that's what the computer is seeing and looking at when it sees a violin. That's what it sees a violin to be. Okay, so next, I did promise I would tell you about our model a little bit more. We explored a lot of different modeling options for this project. In the beginning, we wanted to use transfer learning. And this is basically using pre-trained models that have already been trained on huge amounts of audio data. We thought this would work well, and it did. But we actually found that building our own custom model worked better for this task because our custom model was tailored specifically to classical music. And our model was a convolutional neural network. And I will explain that to you more in a moment. So with our model, we were able to achieve a precision score of 95%, which is pretty good. And finally, the front-end implementation was the user interface that you just saw. So let's jump right into another demo. We'll try 2 instruments this time. And listen closely and try to identify the 2 instruments that are playing. Let's see if you can guess as fast as our model. Okay, listen carefully now. At the log-mel spectrogram of that duet over here. So this is the piano and the violin together. And if you look at it, you can really see that the piano-ness and the violin-ness are both captured in here. The piano-ness is concentrated towards the bottom, and the violin is adding that chaoticness. So this is what the computer model is seeing. It's seeing the piano and the violin both in there. Of course, to our human eyes, it does not look like a piano and a violin, but computers can do that. So this is what our model is doing under the hood. The input wave file we upload it, and then inside the model, it takes that and turns it into the log-mel spectrogram that the computer can understand. And then here, this is where the magic happens, the convolutional neural network. Basically, this model has been trained on all of that spectrogram data, the 24,000 files that we fed it, and it churned that data and learned to recognize the unique pattern of each instrument, and therefore it is able to output the different predictions of each unique instrument. Okay, let's do a final demo, 3 instruments, and let's race the model, see if you can do it faster than our model. This is a bit of a tricky one. Okay, model has predicted bassoon, clarinet, and horn. And I don't know about you, but what do you think is bigger, a bassoon or a clarinet? Who thinks a bassoon is bigger? Bassoon is bigger. How about a clarinet? Anyone thinks the clarinet is bigger? Okay. Well, before this product, I didn't even know what a bassoon was. But if you hover your mouse over each card over here, you'll see the instrument being held by a human. You can see the different sizes over here. And you'll see the bassoon is really huge. I did not know it was that huge. This was very educational for me. And finally, since we're here at the Impact Hub tonight, let's talk about the impact. We believe that our tool can have great applications in music education. It can be really helpful for students of classical music or anyone who just wants to become more familiar with classical music. Of course, for automated cataloging, so that we don't have to go and listen to each file, the computer can do it for you. And finally, performance analysis. If you play any of the instruments that this model can predict, then try uploading a WAV file of yourself playing it and see if the model can detect it. If not, maybe you need some more practice. All right, then in conclusion, I'd like to thank all of our amazing team members, Erica, our project leader, Kelly and Andre, and of course our incredible TAs and instructors who made this experience so memorable and rewarding. It was a challenging 9 weeks, but we're really proud of what we could deliver at the end. Hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really cool pitch. I hope you enjoyed it. We have two more pitches for you tonight. Let's welcome Christian on stage.
Hello, my name is Christian. You guys may or may not know this, but I'm a huge foodie. Love to eat out, love to go to different restaurants in the area, and really eat out as much as I can, because I can't be bothered with cooking. And the food around Japan is just so good. I want to enjoy as much of it as I can. But as you also may know, eating out every day is quite expensive, and it's really, really big burden on my wallet. I wish I could enjoy eating out and knowing that I'm saving money at the same time. Well, we have BiteOff, a place where you can find restaurants in your area and find the deals and promotions that are happening in those places. And I can see that the pizza's still not here yet, so maybe I'm gonna grab something close by. Let's check it out. So I see lots of different places in my area. Let me zoom in a little bit on this particular group of restaurants. I think this may be a sushi place. Let's click this sushi place real quick. Oh, one half-price sushi platters. That seems really good. Let's click that one. Half-price sushi platter sounds really, really good. I want to just look around really, really quick. Some reviews too. Okay. Oh, Camel Masher, 5 stars. Must be a really good place. Let's go back up again. Oh, this deal has also been confirmed by other people 31 times. So seems like it's still going on. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead there right now and grab something to eat real quick. After I go there, check that this deal's still going on. I can also click I'm there to confirm that deal, and so other people know it's still going on, and another person can enjoy this deal as well. There is one thing I like more than food, which is hard to believe, but I like to eat out with friends. And it could be such a hassle eating with friends and sending pictures and deciding where to go, and you're sending screenshots, you're sending links on all these different restaurants and trying to vote on a place. But actually, BiteOff does all that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and check a place near my area. I believe there was a tonkatsu place here. It might be this pork icon. Yes. Tonkatsu Tonki, yes. One of my favorite places. Let's go in there. And they have this Go to Gather button. If I click this, I can create a place where my friends and I can vote on places, and a place where they can see what I want, and they can vote on the place they want to go to. So this weekend, I'm actually going out to eat with Steven and Shafiq, because we worked so hard this week. Unfortunately, Mark is busy, so we'll exclude him. But I'm going to invite Steven and Shafiq to my vote. As you can see here, I have all my friends here, and I have the order or the restaurant that I want to go to up top. After they join, they have the ability to add in their own offers as well, so then we can actually have something to vote on. I really hope I do get the tonkatsu though as well. Oh, it seems like somebody has voted. Now that we have 2 places, I really want tonkatsu. Please, I'm gonna vote for the tonkatsu. Oh, it seems like everybody's voting really quickly, okay? I think everybody has voted already. Let's tally the votes up and see where we go. Oh, pizza. I didn't vote for that one. Now that I think of it, Shafiq and Steven don't actually eat pork, so this is probably the better option anyways. So good thing that they voted for that one instead. Okay. And if you guys want to check out some deals and restaurants in your area, please use BiteOff. Thank you. Just really quick, I want to thank everyone. Steven, phenomenal help in the front end. Shafiq, phenomenal ends in the back end, really helped us out. And Mark just overall gave us style, gave us identity for our website, and helped us with all the back end stuff as well. Fantastic team. Without these guys, I couldn't have done it. Thank you.
We have one last pitch for you tonight. This is the last really pitch of the night. I hope you'll enjoy it. And for this pitch, I'm going to invite Toby on stage, who dressed up for you. Let's welcome Toby.
This app is a language learning podcast app. What is that? Okay, before I tell you and show you how it works, I'm going to give you some backstory. I've been living in Tokyo, and about 9 weeks ago, I met this guy called Bart. And where did I meet him? I met him at a dodgeball club. Make some noise if you like dodgeball. Man, dodgeball is really fun, except when you get hit in the face and other places, which this guy called Bart kept doing. But even though he was really mean in the game, it turned out he's a sweetheart. He's so kind, and we had such good times together. And he would always tell me about his home country, Poland. He said the mountains are beautiful. The horses run wild through verdant fields, amazing. And you want to eat the pierogi and the sausages because they're delicious. So right now, I am in Poland. I'm on the train going to see Bart, and I don't know any Polish. So what am I going to do? So I've been using this podcast app. And I could use a phrase book. Does anyone have a phrase book? Anyone? Have you used a phrase book before? You usually leave it in a drawer in the bottom of you don't want to read that thing. But I'm looking out the window and I see these beautiful mountains. I see these horses running wild. I see the pierogi growing in the fields. And I don't want to look away from that, but I do want to learn some Polish, because otherwise, how will I speak to Bart's friends? So I put on one of my podcast apps. So I look, this week's podcast, I see one of the ones that it made for me last week. And this podcast, or DOTE, as we call it, was made just for me, not for anybody else. So I click on Basic Polish Greetings. And I can see a transcript here. So when I listen to the podcast, I can read along with it, because sometimes it's hard to hear the new words. So you can see them highlighted there in green. They're all the new words. And if I swipe right, I can see the details. And this is Berta. She is my AI host. So she's not real, but she is very nice. So if I go back, we'll take a little listen to the Polish podcast. Sounds great. Sounds really good. So has anybody been to Poland? Anybody? Oh. Anybody like the pierogi? Yeah. Okay, who's tried pierogi? Give it up for pierogi or Polish sausage. So if you're team pierogi, okay, let's cancel this.
We're exploring some basic Polish greetings and phrases for introducing yourself. Let's dive in and make sure you get a good grasp of these fundamental expressions. To start with, you'll want to know how to say hello in Polish. The most common way is cześć. It's an informal way to greet someone, similar to saying hi in English. You can use cześć when meeting friends or people your age. Now, if you're meeting someone for the first time or in a more formal setting, you might want to use dzień dobry. This is like saying good day. Let's say it again. Dzień dobry. Moving on to introduction.
So, what is Polish for hello? Oh. What is Polish for hello? Cześć, perfect, very good. And what is Polish for good day? Dzień dobry. Wow, amazing, you guys are fast learners. Okay, so I've had an amazing time with Bart. We even rented motorcycles from a website called kookiebikes.com. I went through the mountains, it was amazing. But sadly, I'm at the airport, I'm going back to Tokyo, and I'm so sad that I'm gonna miss Bart, my holiday's over, and I wanna go to a meetup event when I get back in Tokyo. But, what event should I go to? I want some suggestions. Like, which event should I go to? Hands up. Like, who has a suggestion for a fun meetup event to go to? Dance classes. Nice, nice. Okay. Dance classes. Anybody else? Dodgeball. Dance classes. Any other ones? Anybody? All you can eat ramen. Okay. So, who wants dance classes? Make some noise. Who wants ramen? And what was the other one? Dodgeball? Who wants dodgeball? I'm sorry, Will. Okay, so we're going to do the dance classes. And I'm pretty intermediate, and I'm pretty sad, so I want a funny. So let's just hold this screen. So we've got suggested topics at the top. So the AI suggests some topics for me based on my interests, but today I'm making my own prompt. And my level is intermediate, and learning style, it changes how it does the podcast. So let's generate that podcast. Okay, so while it's loading, I'm going to tell you what's happening. So the app is making a transcript for us by itself, kind of. And then that is being sent off to the Google Cloud, and that is making the audio for us in 2 different languages. We're also making the title and the summary based on the podcast transcript. And there it is. Okay, and it's all loaded in. So if you swipe right, you can see the details there. And that is Charles. He's my host for Japanese. So swipe left again, and let's take a listen.
Toby, today we're going to talk about dance class or dance classes. Let's twirl right into it. Dance is the Japanese word for dance. Quite easy to remember, isn't it? And class means class or classes, derived from the English word. So if you hear dance class, you'll know they're talking about dance classes. Now, I remember when my daughter Aletta wanted to join her first dance class. She asked, ダンスを習いたいんだけど. Meaning, I want to learn dance. You see, 習う means to learn in Japanese. In dance.
Okay. All right, amazing. So, I've listened to the whole podcast, and now I'm like, can I really remember it? So luckily, there's a way for the app to test me and see if I've really learned anything from this. So if you swipe left, so the app has also made me some flashcards. So this says salsa, sarusa. Can anyone tell me what salsa means in English? Yes, salsa. We got it right. Yeah, we got it right. That was the next one. Dansu. What is dansu in English? Good, nice katakana words for us, very difficult. That's the next one. Krasu, okay, that's krasu, I got it right. Class or classes, interesting. Oh, what is this? Oh my God, I don't know. Can anyone tell me what this is? Can I hand up? Okay, Claudia. Narao, what does narao mean though? Learn, does it mean learn? It means to learn, nice. Okay, I'm getting pretty good at this. Oh. I would love to keep going, but my flight has just come up on the board, so I have to go. But before I go, I'd like to thank my team. Bart, where are you, Bart? Okay, there he is, the Polish man himself. and the amazing cadet, Jared. And the teachers have been thanked enough, so I'm not going to thank them. Just kidding, one more time for the teachers. Amazing. Okay. Thank you, everybody.